Hey, this is Keith at Half Tracks and Honeybees. Hope y'all are doing well today. Well, what we're going to do is do a little inspection today on 4 hives that are a little bit stronger than I think they ought to be at the end of February. Um, they got a lot of bees. I'm looking for a lot of brood. And if I find what I'm looking for, we're going to be pulling some brood out of them and doing some equalizing and putting that in some smaller hives. So we shall see. Sometimes what you see from the outside don't match what you find on the inside, but we'll find out here shortly, and y'all can come along with me. Okay, we're going to check out this hive and see if it's got some brood we want to give up to a smaller colony. It's going to be close to 70 degrees today, so the bees are flying after a rainy day. We'll give them a little bit of smoke. Now remember, I've got, if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know I've got syrup on a few of my hives to get them to draw out some comb before the flow starts. You can see there's a lot of bees on the syrup. Does that show up? Yeah, you can see that pretty good. I'm gonna have to go around and fill my feeders back up. But we're going to pull off our little feeder shim. You remember, I made these out of 1x4s. And we're going to take this inner cover off and leave our feeder on here. And hopefully the ladies won't mind too bad. Can y'all hear that owl hooting in the background? Okay. Now remember, this is just a box of plastic foundation that we added extra wax to, and we're feeding them to see if they'll draw some out for us. Let's see how they're doing. I don't expect much over here on the end. Let's get over here towards the middle. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if y'all can see that or not, but they've drawn that out pretty good. That one and this one. That pretty wax don't show up, I'm sure, because it's so white. But they're doing pretty good. Good job, ladies. So most of the bees are going to be under this top super. So let's pop that off and get it out of the way. Okay, looking through the cracks, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 frames of bees. Let's see what they got going on here. Nothing there. Okay, they're bringing in nectar from somewhere. Bees are nice and calm. Just a little food on that one. Some pollen, some bee bread. A lot of pollen. Haven't seen any drones crawling around yet, so I don't see any brood in this box. Let's put it back together and go down to the next one. Okay, good amount of bees here. Lightly smoke them. Let's see what we got. Let's get over here to the middle. A lot of food. Haven't seen any drones yet. Oh yeah. Now we got some brood. Y'all see that? We got some larvae right in here. A lot of larvae and eggs over in this area. Brood on that side. Oh, big sheet of brood. Check that out. Y'all see that? Pretty much the whole frame. Now that's pretty sweet. Another frame of brood. And folks, this is pretty unusual. It's just March the 2nd, I believe. We're probably a couple of weeks ahead of where we were last year, which is kind of cool and kind of scary. But there really ain't no use talking about it. It is what it is, so you got to do what the bees are telling you they need for you to do. Can't really go by the calendar. There's another frame. Brood. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull a couple of these out. We're going to look for the queen real good. She's probably already skedaddled down to that bottom box, which we're going to look at that one too. These ladies are looking nice. But we're going to take out a couple of frames. And we're going to pull them back a little bit. And then we're going to give those frames to a colony that needs a little bit of help. But these ladies are getting a little bit strong, a little bit fast. We want to rein them in just a bit. We're going to put a drone frame down here with 2 frames of brood on each side. And that'll give the queen something to do in this box. Let's pop this one and look in this bottom one. Let's see what they got going on down here. Got some honey here on the side. Some more honey here. Lots of nectar. Don't know where they're getting it from. I guess it's got to be coming off the maples. Then we got some brood. Y'all see that? Good brood frame. Another good brood frame. And the next one's brood. So we're going to drop another drone comb in the midst of these 4 brood frames. That'll give her something to do in this box. Now we're going to put it back together. And then we'll just carry on with that, putting this box together. And then we'll go on to a smaller hive and we'll play Robinhood. We'll rob from the rich and give to the poor, so that'll be coming up next. Y'all just stay tuned. Okay, this little hive came out of winter with a small cluster, so we're going to give it a little bit of help. You notice I've still got the fondant patty on it, and there's a lot of bees up here working it, so we'll try not to disturb them too much. We take off our feeder shim. We'll ease off our inner cover. And those bees will never know nothing happened. So let's take a quick peek here and see what's going on. Some nectar. Oh, we've already got some brood. Y'all see that? So we've got some brood here in the top already. This was a little cluster, but they came through winter just fine. But they need just a little bit of help. Okay, let's set those 2 frames of brood right down in here. And we're going to look for the queen one more time. Make sure we didn't do something stupid. Which we all hate doing stupid stuff. But we are human, so it happens. Okay, I do not see Her Majesty on this frame. This frame has some good pollen and nectar. I'm going to put that brood frame right next to that. Slide it all over to center it up a little bit better. The brood, that is. I'm going to put this brood frame right here. Oh, need to look for a queen first. I'm glad y'all told me that. I about forgot. But I haven't seen any drones in this hive either. I also hadn't seen a single hive beetle, which that's a good thing. I had some beetles last year. That was the first year I'd had trouble with it. Didn't really have trouble, I just had more than normal. But hopefully this year I put Grub-X around all my hives back in the winter when the bees weren't flying. So hopefully we took care of some of that problem. And I do not see the queen on this frame. Y'all see her? I don't see her. Okay. So we'll put this right in here. And some people wonder about the bees fighting. And remember, those are nurse bees all over these frames. Nurse bees have really never been out of the hive. They don't know where they're at. So why would they fight? And the bees that are in the hive, I imagine they're just happy to see them because they brought goodies with them. Most of the time bees are happy with you as long as you bring something with you when you come home. That's like when you have drift from one hive to another. As long as the foragers bring something home with them, the other hive really don't care. Okay, so that's all we're going to do here. We're going to squish this up. And we will be done. And it's funny, these bees here on the Hive Alive patty don't even know anything happened. That's the kind of inspection you like to do when you can get in and out, not cause a huge disruption, get your work done and get out. 2 frames of brood in a weak colony, that'll really pick them up. They already had some brood in there, so the queen was starting to pick the pace up a little bit with the pollen coming in. So yeah, that'll work. That'll work. But yeah, this is pretty much what we're going to do across the whole bee yard. I'm going to do 3 more hives up at the nursery and do the same thing. I'll look through them, equalize, pull some frames if they have a lot of brood, knock them down a little bit. You really want your bee population to peak about the time the flow starts, and that's not going to be really for another month, 3 or 4 weeks. I'll probably put the supers on in a couple of weeks. It worked for me well last year. I put them on ahead of time before the flow started, and we made a lot of honey. So I'm going to do the same thing this year. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit the like button. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate the help. Please always make sure you take time to enjoy the buzz, and we will catch you later. Take care.